Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blind Wave podcast. We're live at twitch.tv/blindwave every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eric is putting up the YouTube announcement video.
Yeah.
That was the Hades soundtrack that you guys were listening to, which I am streaming, which could very well be my best thing of the week because, god damn, it's so good.
Yeah?
Oh, I don't know
Hades.
which Greek mythology game is better, Eric. God of War for PS4 or Hades. It's that good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you've played God of War.
I have.
You haven't finished this Hades game. You're in the middle of it.
It is entirely dependent upon my skill
Okay.
as to how far away that I am.
Gotcha. But you finished God of War 4 or PS4.
I have.
So have I!
I know.
I finished it last night.
Nice.
I was also super happy.
Now, did you get the
Yep.
secret ending?
It would be impossible for chat to have let me not get it.
Okay.
As soon as I finished, it was just a wall of text that I happily tried to ignore.
Yeah.
And be like, all right, I think that's it, everybody. Maybe I'll do some side quests. Maybe I'll come back, in a couple streams, do all this stuff. They're like, what the fuck, Eric? Go back home. Go home. And I'm like, we'll see what there is to see. And maybe I'll go back home in like a stream or two or something like that. We're all pissed off. But no, I got it. And hot damn, I'm ready for God of War Ragnarok.
Indeed.
Which
Actually,
I couldn't hear last time, apparently, but...
Oh, I know. It's
Yeah.
so exciting.
Yes.
Calvin, do you need to be doing something right now? I just remembered.
Well, he does, but they're not here yet.
Okay. Very good.
We're getting some things changed at the studio.
Okay.
They're now here.
Never mind, they're here.
So Calvin will be back. Aaron is a little under the weather today,
Yes.
so he is not going to be here.
Well, he is. He's just dressed up like Rocket Raccoon and playing VR.
He is. What VR game? You think it's Squadrons? Squadrons.
It's probably
Right?
Squadrons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. So yeah, Calvin will be back. He's working on stuff. Aaron is sick. It's me and Rick talking about
tell me
Norse
a little bit
mythology.
more about God of War.
Yeah.
Which stream had your favorite moment?
There were so many. Blades of Chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite moment.
And you've also beaten 3.
Yep.
As well.
I've beat all of the God of War main games.
Yeah.
I haven't done Ascension or Ghosts of Sparta or anything, but I did do 1, 2, and 3. Which, it's not the worst thing in the world, but slightly confusing that, the Blades of Chaos are in the first game. Then you get the Blades of Athena in the second game. Then you get the Blades of Exile in the third game. And I kept thinking, well, he's going to get the Chaos Blades back. But he never does, you know? I'm like, all right, well, I don't know what happened. But, no, the ending of this last one, which, I don't want to go too far into in case people haven't seen, but, the reveal was quite shocking.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. But my biggest takeaway of the entire game was I am so sad to have missed meeting Faye, the woman that Kratos was with. How did this woman affect this man so much?
Right?
She must be a hell of a woman.
Hell of a woman.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I want to know her. I want to see what she's like because she, given the way that the game ends and everything, Kratos pretty much kills himself.
Yeah.
And what Baldur was doing, what Baldur would have become. He would have just been another Kratos for the Norse.
Yeah.
And Kratos had already walked that path and regretted it and didn't want his son to do it and didn't want this guy to do it. And I'm sure there's going to be repercussions galore.
Yeah, I would love a prequel game where you play as her.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be amazing.
But that was one of my biggest takeaways is I'd regret not meeting her.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, super, super excited for when Ragnarok finally comes. But you're playing Hades.
I am.
Now, what kind of game is this?
It's heavily inspired by Greek mythology as well. But it is what we would call a rogue light, I guess, where Rogue was an old PC game where you would dungeon crawl through a dungeon that was randomly generated every time.
Okay.
And if you died, you started back over
Okay.
with nothing, right? So that, within the last 10 years or so, has had sort of a resurgence of that idea of, dying and starting over. but games have modernized it by you keep something from death. So like in Hades, there's a purple currency that you can use to buy upgrades that are permanent across all of your runs, right?
Okay.
And so it's a action RPG sort of game. I don't know if you played Bastion or Transistor, which are by the same studio.
I haven't played them, but I've watched Bastion.
Yeah, so it's got like an isometric perspective. You're doing a lot of like rolling and maneuvering. You have some different weapons and abilities that you can use, and you're just trying to make your way through these randomized rooms with randomized encounters.
Randomized. Okay.
Trying to make it to the end, basically. Now, this game does something different than others in the past. First of all, stylistically, incredible. Like, it looks like you're playing a comic book, like a really good comic book.
Okay.
Like, the art style is just absolutely incredible. The music is top-notch. It's so good. And along with the art style as well, they've taken some very unique interpretations of some of the Greek gods and goddesses. And they're all very, like, sexualized as well, which is something that's been memed quite a bit.
Okay.
But what's interesting about this game, other than most roguelikes, is there is a fairly strong narrative, and you are rewarded in death to progress the narrative. So normally death in a roguelike is just a loss, right? And, like, it's just... you may have gotten some stuff that you can use to better your character, but mostly it's a failure. Whereas in this, you get a very real reward whenever you die. And people know how you died and, like, react to that. And they know in ways that you succeeded as well. So you just are having these conversations with these interesting characters who are aware of your activities in Hades and who you get to talk to as a result of failure. So it almost makes you want to fail in some places.
Gotcha.
So it's really super, super interesting.
Man, after playing that Amnesia Justine DLC, being rewarded for death and failure would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But that did not happen to me. Well, that sounds fun.
No, so it was Saturday, and I hadn't decided if I was going to stream the DLC for Resident Evil 7 or if I was going to stream Hades.
Yeah.
And then, like, right before I was streaming, the election got called.
Yeah.
And I was like, it is time for celebration. Let's play Hades.
Play Hades.
And I'm not regretting it one bit.
Yeah. Yeah, this time last podcast, was the election called?
No.
It wasn't. Man, that feels like a million years ago.
It does.
It hasn't even been a week.
No.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's
2020 has gone on for 20 years.
we live in interesting times,
We really do.
as the proverb goes.
Like, kids for the rest of their lives will remember the year they didn't go to school.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I can't imagine that. I wonder what that's going to, it really is, like, I can remember before 9/11 and after.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like this is going to be almost even more.
Definitely,
than
yeah.
that, you know?
I mean, yeah, 9/11, like, changed travel. Like, it affected, like, the video game industry, the movie industry, like, at the time.
Yeah.
And everything. Like, it had a huge effect. But this is, I mean, obviously, the pandemic is global. So it's just going to have a wider range of effects.
Exactly.
Regardless. And then, yeah, with everything, with the elections, and, man, I can't even remember all the stuff that's happened in this year. It feels like 10 years.
It really does. It's wearing. Like, my brain goes to 9/11 just because it's like a clear moment in time. Like, you just never seen anything like that before. It was on television. I was in art class, and we were watching it happen.
Yeah, I was in math class.
Like, and I'll always forget where I was and all that stuff. But this has happened. This has been a year for 2020, Like, it's just, it's so much more prevalent in my mind because it's Governor of Ohio just put out a new order, really going down on the mask mandate, like punishing businesses for allowing people to not have masks. I don't know how much it's gonna do.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
it's
like he talked about having the workers' comp department like as the enforcers of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a question of like how much they're going to be out there sweeping, and like looking at things. But yeah, I mean, well, the big thing he said too was like we're going to look at the numbers again in a week.
Okay.
And if they're not better, then
we go
bars,
harder.
restaurants,
Wow,
are probably getting shut down again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 2020 keeps going, as does the election apparently. So nothing ever ends.
Nope, nothing ever does.
But yeah, Calvin, you back?
Yeah.
All
At
right.
least for now.
Yeah, we were just talking about how, the election was called
I think it
less
was
than a
called
week ago.
Saturday.
Doesn't
It's
that
called Saturday.
doesn't
Yeah.
that just feel like a short amount of time?
For
In my
how
head, it
long
feels like at least 2 or 3 weeks. But I might be
for
speaking
how
crazy.
it feels in my head from the relief.
Yeah.
Like, this year has sped by, but it's also drug on for so long.
Yeah.
Like,
It's gonna be Christmas soon.
Tiger King was this year, Eric.
Tiger King was this year.
Yeah.
Like, if that doesn't give you weird flashbacks to like, oh my gosh, that was like,
That was the very beginning
That
of the
was like
shutdown.
8 months ago.
Right? Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it feels like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. Like things that will never change back. Like I try to think in my head, like what it will never go back. Like you're not gonna be just shaking hands with people. Like you could go to like a convention.
Yeah.
Like a Mark Hamill shook everyone's hand that came in to take that picture.
Yeah.
You know? That ain't
Didn't
gonna
shake
happen
my
anymore.
hand.
So you think we're like switching to bowing?
Maybe.
Or
Think?
elbow bumps.
The elbow bumps is. You have to get into somebody's range to do that. Like at least with
mean-
this, you're far. You know. I don't know.
You don't have to be facing your elbow when you do this. Like you can go, good job. You
Yeah,
know, you
I
turn
know,
your
but
head.
there's something about it that's just like
The thing that
it's too much.
Like, it's gained
Maybe like touch
popularity.
like tiptoes or something.
No, that is a thing.
Yeah.
Like, touching toes, like kicking each other's toes and stuff like that. But I've seen a lot more like elbow, which they tell you to sneeze and cough into your elbow, and you're touching those together.
Yeah.
It doesn't
It's
make
almost
sense
as if
to me.
we shouldn't touch each other.
Maybe we'll just all be shining fingers and just
Just text.
communicate
text.
via text, even when we're looking at the other person.
We need to carry around like little flags, like hey, hey. I don't know.
Semaphore greetings.
Yeah, like they do on like old ships.
Yeah, a semaphore.
Yeah, that'd be good. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. We're gonna be weird old people that like want to touch everybody, and the young
We
kids will be
are?
like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, like I'm gonna have that like, "Hi, how are you?" I'm gonna be that weird old man, be like, "Oh, let me shake your hand." And I'm like, "What are you doing,
Oh,
old man?
yeah.
We don't do
Yeah,
that
we would
anymore."
we would be like the last generation to
Yeah.
do that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Hmm.
Huh. Well, shit.
Just weird to think about.
Yeah.
It is weird. So, Hades was probably my best thing of the week, although another hint will be dropping this Saturday.
Yeah.
So working on that also has been a joy.
Yes.
I think it'll be a pretty good one.
Yep.
It's got some stages
Uh-huh.
to it, which are always fun. So hard to know when I need to make harder or easier
I understand.
because I can't do like a balance test.
I
You
know.
know, I don't have like a focus group.
Yeah, you don't have a sample of like the larger group.
Yeah,
So it tends to be either they're
You
super
should-
difficult or they get done pretty quick.
yeah.
You should always just make it like 50% harder
Yeah.
than you think it should be, because they will figure it out, Rick.
True. So
And they will always do it faster than you would like.
Have they done one that they haven't figured out?
Well, it's hard to tell because there's been a couple where they would not have gotten it if I hadn't have given them hints.
Given the hint.
Yeah. So
One of these days you just need to be like, fuck it. If they don't get it, they don't get it. We never
No.
air anything, and we just get rid of that poll.
There's also there's also something to be said, like, sure, like they didn't get it until you gave the hint, but if they had spent another 5 days on it, would they have gotten it?
it's possible.
Or was it just so, like, tangential?
I mean,
and
it's tough to know for
unrelated?
sure, but usually the hints, like, there's at least one instance where I gave it out, like, the day before.
Yeah.
So I don't think they were making it. But, Eric, instead of just getting rid of it, my reward should be it's Berserk.
It just becomes Berserk.
Yeah.
If they don't get it, it's
exactly.
Berserk.
Regardless of whether or not it's live action or an animation pull.
It's not bad.
Well,
Not bad at all.
that
Really fucks us over when we're trying to get ahead, though.
yeah.
Because whatever is going to win that, we've already recorded some. So there's your tease. But, yeah, so there'll be a hint hunt starting sometime this weekend.
Keep an eye out on Twitter. If you're not following us on Twitter,
Gotcha.
You need
follow
to
us
be.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
You need to be.
And also head over to our Discord as well, where people work together
Yeah.
to solve it.
Yep.
It is
true.
the many versus one.
There is a specific channel in there where people just work on it
Yeah.
for many, many hours and many, many days sometimes. And it's great. Rick just spends days just watching it, rubbing his hands together fervently.
So did you guys have anything else good for the week that you wanted to talk about?
Oh, we had a fun day on Tuesday.
Yes.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay.
Tuesday.
Now, Aaron's not here to talk about this. Me and Aaron were super excited. Calvin also weirdly excited, despite not really knowing too much.
I
I was the
I
only
feed off
person
of your
who was not excited.
Rick was so
He
not
was-
excited.
he was so not excited.
So we,
I feel bad, Rick.
there was the Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. auction on Tuesday, where they were auctioning off
It was the prop auction.
props, costumes, things like that from me and Aaron's favorite show. And we had a whole line of things to do that day. And we started looking at the auction.
And we did
And we
none
did-
of those things.
No, me and Rick did an episode of Lost.
After.
We had like 8 things we were going to do that day. We did 1. And then we watched the auction the whole
Then
time.
Aaron got sick.
And then,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
should start this by saying we did not get the shotgun axe.
No.
It went for $10,000. Who would spend that much?
Which is less than I expected it to, honestly.
Honestly, I kind of thought it might jump up to 15.
Yeah.
You know, Calvin, you were looking at the old Daredevil auction, and the
Yeah.
first iteration complete Daredevil suit went for, what'd you say it was?
$55,000.
$55,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, we did actually get some items, though.
We did.
That I'm super happy by,
Well,
or
you
excited
did.
about.
I don't know
Yeah,
exactly what
Calvin,
they're
you
for.
got some items.
I want to
So-
downplay that.
We'll do like an actual unboxing and show them off when we do get them.
Sure.
But yeah, we can talk about the stuff that we got. I was super excited. Rick, do you have the images?
Yep. You ready?
Yeah, we're going to start with the first one. So the first one that we got is, for those of you that have watched the show, you might know of the Absorbing Man, Crusher Creel. And at one point, he picks up this ball and chain from this fence, turns it himself into bronze, and fights. So we got Crusher Creel's ball and chain, the Absorbing Man.
Exactly.
And Rick, how did you feel about this item that we got?
Well, I was not impressed.
to say the least, Rick.
Crusher Creel is one of my favorite recurring characters that would show up, but, you know, he's also an adaptation of the comic character, Absorbing Man, who, like, I kept saying, no, he's important. You don't get it. This is a piece of history, Rick. And you were like, it's made of rubber.
No, it was more. You showed me the scene in which he gets it,
That's like his lamest scene in the whole show.
and he was not very impressive.
I know,
in that
but
scene.
that's why I love it. He picked up the ball and chain, and they did it only because he's so often depicted with the ball and chain. He's picked it off this fence.
Yeah.
like there's a character in Berserk that uses an item like that.
Yeah.
And if he had used it to that effectiveness, then I would have been all on board.
Yeah. But I mean, this one is it's made of rubber and plastic pretty much, but
It's the stunt prop.
yeah, so we were excited to get the ball and chain of Absorbing
But
Man.
it was screen used.
It was screen
So
used.
that's-
All of the
that's
stuff
the
that we got
important
here is
stuff.
screen used. The next item, and Calvin, you were like, get those. The next
Well-
item is ATCU pistols.
Yeah.
which kind of have this almost like 3D printed quality. But these are the hero pistols; they're not the stunt pistols.
These are actually repurposed airsoft pistols.
Yeah.
These are the hero versions, so they function, they operate to an extent.
Yeah. And they do have orange plugs in them, but that you can take those back out. They just have to sell it with those, so it is shown as a collectible and not a firearm.
Yep.
So, ready for the next one?
Yeah. So the next one, pretty exciting. This is Bobby Mockingbird's set of batons.
Yep.
With this like magnetic display case that lights up. So
I think it's the thing like that like they wear on their back and they like reach around behind them and then they pull out these batons.
Yeah. This was pretty exciting. Mockingbird, and a very famous comic character that showed up. This is like her MCU version. They might, you never know. They might redo Mockingbird one day in the real MCU. But at least for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., this was a pretty big get.
Yes.
So we got those. Now, Rick, I feel like, can you skip the next one?
Yeah, okay.
So we'll save that one for last?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so the next one we got is some accessories by one Daniel Souza. Daniel Souza's cane, hat, and agent file is now ours. So screen use, the cane, man. I was, this is a character that showed up in the final season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and he just stole the show, and everybody loves him. So we were super excited that like all of these things we kind of like, I don't know, put a bid in, hopefully it doesn't go too high, and that's generally how we won.
Normally, how it was.
One time we just kind of misclicked and won.
Misclicked. No, normally how it was like.
Yeah.
This is an item that, or I'm speaking in like Aaron's like reasoning. Like this is an item that I would really like. Like, once the bidding slows down, we bid once, and we don't go over that.
Yeah.
Is normally how it was going.
It was a lot of fun to watch you guys be very excited.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Before we reveal the next one, like, there were things that we were really wanting that we bid in. One where Calvin, like, you were gone at one point, and you're like, just don't spend all our money. You left. And me and Aaron, Calvin walks in as we're like, go, 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 trying to bid for what would be this, a hand for those that, I don't want to spoil the show too much, but a very important character's artificial hand was being sold. And me and Aaron bid up the guy that actually got it far too much.
Oh.
It was one of those things where we were pissed that we didn't get it, but also relieved that we didn't get it.
Yeah.
Because Calvin walked in, he's like, "What are you doing?"
Now I was like, "Oh my gosh, did you get it?"
Yeah, but we didn't get it. So that was the case for a couple of other things. But right before Aaron and I left the studio, this next one popped up, and we're like, we have to get this. So for those that know, Aaron and I are Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and we were given that title by Deke himself. So we had to get Deke's first appearance outfit, including like the hero prop helmet that lights up.
Yeah.
So we have Deke's costume, helmet, gravity belt. So we have to, if me and Aaron are members of the Deke squad, we definitely have to have that up. And Jeffrey will be wearing a new outfit very soon. So,
well, there's also some unclothed mannequins too.
Yeah, yeah,
It's true.
that's true. But anyway, so those were the 5 items that we were able to get. Of course, there was some amazing stuff like the actual shotgun axe. Even though I would have preferred the shotgun axe to be its original paint job and not the chrome paint job that they put it through. But there was some. I mean, there was the containment module, which is like a giant cell that can fly through the air and stuff. And we're like, yeah, it's kind of inexpensive. We should get it.
What would we do with
But
it?
how would we ship it? It's so big. It's like a small room. I told Aaron, I'm
like-
like, Aaron, we can react in there.
It's like 9 foot by 12 foot by like 8 foot. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So anyway, we were super excited to get some of these really fun items from our favorite show. But yeah, there was a lot of costumes. There was a lot of a lot of Coulson costumes, but we only bid on the ones that had sunglasses because what's the fucking point? I don't want to buy just a suit. Gotta buy the sunglasses,
You can tell because
Yeah.
the lots that were just Coulson's suit without sunglasses literally went for like half the cost of ones with sunglasses.
I find that hilarious because you and Aaron are the only ones that couldn't wear the sunglasses and function as human beings.
That's
because
true.
you're
Also, when I buy, people don't really realize, but my glasses are super fucking wide and they still don't fit my face. I had to buy specialty sunglasses.
Yeah, because you're the only one that fits in the Baratheon crown.
That's true. When I go to put that
also
Mando
true.
helmet on, it sits on my head like a crown.
Yeah, that is true. I think I'm the only one that can wear the Mando helmet,
Probably.
and I have to like the cheeks. I have to put it over my eye sockets and then swivel it down onto my neck.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt nearly as bad as the Flash helmet though.
But me and Aaron especially were very excited. Calvin was also excited. I appreciate the support. Rick was just shaking his head, being like, I would never, what would I ever get? And then he started thinking of things that you'd actually want, like wrestling stuff. I'm like, I get it, I guess.
I was just over there with my mask on, so you couldn't really read my expression. But I was just shaking my head for 6 hours.
But hey, we got it all for less than what that shotgun axe went for. So
Yes.
I'm pretty happy.
That is true.
Yeah.
But no, it was there's been some stressful times for us all in 2020, and it was worth it just to see you guys so excited and happy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I've never done an auction like that before. So when you press bid, you immediately want to get outbid, but you also don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something weird about it. I could see why I could, there was one guy, lot 70, we were lot 28, 22 or something like that. There was a guy that was lot 73.
Bitter. Bitter 73.
Yeah, bidder. I'm sorry, bidder. The lots are what we got, bidders. So we were bidder 28, 22, or whatever. Bidder 73 had to have bought 200 things.
Oh, well, I wonder if it's just like a reseller.
It has to be.
Yeah.
But I mean, he had to have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And I just made me think, that would be a fun job.
No, definitely.
Just getting that stuff and curating it and getting it, making some money doing it.
If S.H.I.E.L.D. ever comes back, or those characters are ever featured in the cinematic universe, the things that guy bought are going to be worth so much more than what he bought them for. Right?
The Pokemon card collector stuff just completely exploded these last couple of weeks when Logan Paul started getting into Pokemon. I mean, that's the power of an influencer like that. As much as we like to snide and laugh and be like, oh, who cares about that? I mean, that guy single-handedly made people's collections 6 times more valuable.
Yeah. That happens with video games with the Angry Video Game Nerd. If he covers a game or if there's a speed run on AGDQ or something, those games will just skyrocket.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not saying that that's going to happen with these. It might never happen with these, but if they were ever to bring some of these characters back into the MCU or in these Disney Plus shows that we're going to be reacting to, or they do some kind of reunion or something, in those moments, those skyrocket, you know? It's, something like that, what it's worth just depends on what people will pay for it.
Yeah.
But
if nothing else, it's good set decorations.
Yeah. I mean, my collector mindset is it's not about how much it's worth. It's how much I love looking at it or I love seeing it.
Yeah.
I do the same thing with my Star Wars collection because not only am I just really into Star Wars, but I've been into Star Wars my entire life. It's one of the only through lines other than my family that I have in my life, So I feel a certain sense of security by building this house of action figures around me.
See, your and my collections, Like yours, you look at, and so obviously they're going to degrade through the passage of time, but not by much.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Whereas my collection of board games, I play them. So like every time I unfold a board, you know, or like I read a rule book or something, like I'm destroying the thing that I love.
Yeah.
You're depreciating its value.
No, I get
at the
you.
very least.
But like that's why I get them is to play them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so
I don't know if I mentioned on podcast. I told you guys this, but I'm on a couple collectors like forums and news sites, and I randomly saw that the Clone Wars comic book issue #1, which is the first appearance of Ahsoka, actually, before she even the movie came out, Clone Wars movie, it was selling for like $1,000 in grade 8 condition. I saw it on my laptop as I was like doing something. I was putting YouTube videos or something, and it's kind of like popped up on my feed, and I'm like, pretty sure I have one of those. And I literally just looked to my right because I had my comics next to my computer, and it's like, because it's #1, it's first in the stack of Clone Wars comics that I have, and it's bagged and boarded. It's in. If I got that graded, I bet you it could hit a 9. That thing was worth $1,000. I would never sell it because that's why I have them. They're mine,
Yeah.
But I was like, holy shit, I should look and see what these other ones are, But that just goes to show you never know whenever something like this is going to increase in value. So, but nothing will ever be better than that day, because you guys were like, Eric, you bought a ball and chain made of rubber, and I'm like, I
You
just
bought part of a stanchion.
Yeah,
Not
why
even
don't
the
we
whole
just buy a
thing.
stanchion?
Part of it.
That's what he was doing after we won the lot. Rick was like Googling stanchions and how much you can pay for them. Like, look at this one. It's made of metal and felt.
Yeah.
Looks great.
But like this, they just kept like looking down upon my ball and chain that we bought. And I was like, you guys don't understand, all right? Absorbent Man has used his ball and chain to fight everyone in the Marvel Cinematic, or the Marvel comic universe. Look, here he is fighting the Hulk. None of these guns can't fight the Hulk that you got, Calvin. Don't look at my ball and chain. Don't look down at it. So the entire time was just talking about how it doesn't pertain to the show at all, or this prop at all. But it just kind of does.
Sure.
So, anyway. Looks like Aaron was in the chat there for a bit. Oh, he is.
Yeah.
So Aaron's not feeling great, but he's there chatting. I mean, he's in VR chatting in the chat.
Yes.
True.
Yeah, he's actually in that chat.
He's actually running between the letters.
Yeah. So anyway, we were excited by that, and we will do like an unboxing, show off video. I'm sure Rick will force us to, because he's like, we got to do something with these.
Oh yeah, they're going to be featured in many videos.
Yeah. So I'm just happy that we have a piece of history of my favorite show.
It's awesome.
That we have to say goodbye to in this terrible year. Sorry.
No, I was just trying to think of like what I have such a love for that I would want props from.
Yeah.
Like most of my stuff's anime, so
Yeah.
you're not gonna get like screen footage props of any of that stuff.
No, the best you can do there is like cell
animation.
cell
I guess you could get. Yeah, I'm a huge like wrestling fan, but there's not many props like that I can think of that I would like want and that I would trust myself to store.
Sure.
Like I would want someone to have them who's going to preserve them and like put in a museum or something,
Yeah.
that other people are going to be able to experience.
That can come in and look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you.
Like, because if I got, the first Mr. Sacco or something, and like I just
From Mankind.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just happened to accidentally wash it and destroy it. Like, yeah,
Terrible.
yeah,
Oh, why? Why would you even put that thought in my
I
head?
mean, or it's not even you. Like, so many collectors that get older that have these amazing things, and then their kids get into it.
Yeah.
Like
they just
Kevin
don't
Smith
understand
just
the
told a
value.
story about how he had Batman the Animated Series, like first run action figures up, like pinned up on his wall.
Gosh.
And he walked in, and his daughter had open Clayface and was playing with it.
yeah.
And he's like, no! So
That would be so
luckily,
sad.
my puppy just goes for my socks.
See?
Yep.
That's
not
why
not my toys.
That's why you
that's
can't
why
have
you
Mr.
can't
Sacco.
have Sacco.
Yeah.
It's true. But I don't know, like a wrestling thing. I mean, if you just had like a belt that had touched so many hands, been worn by so many people.
Maybe. And I mean, those belts are just worth money anyway because they're made of like, precious metal. So.
Yeah. Like Ric Flair's, like he wore this jacket at WrestleMania,
One of his robes?
One of his robes, yeah.
Yeah.
They were like $10,000 robes back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Like when he got them made.
Uh-huh.
So.
I'm sure that I bet you they have like wrestling auctions and stuff.
Well, yeah. I've seen like Jim Cornette show off his like attic.
Yeah.
And he has a bunch of like old advertisements for wrestling, like magazines, signed pictures and different artifacts and things.
Like, like the luchador wrestlers, like they update their mask every once in a while. What do they do with their old ones?
Yeah.
Like I have a Rey Mysterio Jr. mask, that he wore for how many matches? That could be cool.
Aaron's just listing off a bunch of things. Empty beer can from Stone Cold.
The
cream from the Cream the Crop video.
That's pretty good.
The cream. There's like 15 of those.
I know. They all fell on the floor.
Got to collect the whole set.
Yeah. I try to think of like what is like the best thing you could get. Pop culture item, like from a movie or a television show.
Oh man.
How much did the Pulp Fiction briefcase go for?
I have no idea.
It was like $130,000, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You're talking like all time?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think like if you could get one thing, you could reach in and bring forth this prop or costume or something. Like what do you go for?
One thing?
If I didn't have to worry about like storing it?
No, yeah.
One thing.
While you're thinking, I mean, some really cool ones in the chat here, like Indiana Jones' outfit and whip.
Yeah, I was thinking
the
Indy's
hoverboard
whip.
from Back to the Future. A real size Gundam, that doesn't count. No, like a prop.
Like
a costume, like something that was used, that those actors touched or that camera filmed.
I would love Jack Burton's shirt from Big Trouble in Little China.
That would be good.
That would be cool.
Yeah, you definitely couldn't wash that.
And his knife.
His boot knife?
Yeah.
That would be pretty good. That would that would be pretty good.
Like I'm so tempted to just say like Anakin's lightsaber that Obi-Wan gives to Luke in Episode 4.
Yeah, you'd probably pick that or a Lord of the Rings something.
Lord of the Rings. Like, see, I like the One Ring. Like, they made 51 rings.
Sure.
But Elijah Wood got the one.
Like, the one that
the
he
main
carried.
one. At the end of filming, they kind of gave everybody a prop. Like Viggo Mortensen got his sword. Gandalf was given his staff. Christopher Lee was given Saruman's staff, but Elijah Wood was given the One Ring.
He was the only one who could carry it.
Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson famously he took Mace Windu's lightsaber.
Yeah.
And you know that it's the actual Mace Windu lightsaber because it says badass or it says bad motherfucker on it.
Bad motherfucker, yeah.
Because they did that for him for Pulp Fiction.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like, what's the one,
Yeah, I'm trying to think of movies that are like super important to me, and then try to think of items from them. It's tough.
What about
one we saw would be the Book of the Dead from The Mummy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we did. Man, Mummy is.
Or
that's the thing. Mummy is so important to me.
Van Helsing's crossbow.
Oh, his repeating crossbow.
Yeah,
that would be fucking awesome.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Someone in chat just said the blind wave button. I'm pretty sure we actually gave away our first blind wave button.
Yeah, the first blind wave button
during a charity
that
stream or
stopped
something.
functioning. Yeah.
Like I feel like it's really easy to pick like a vehicle like the Batmobile from the Burton,
Yeah.
The
or
DeLorean.
something. The DeLorean. Yeah. Huh.
But like a phaser from Star Trek.
Yeah.
Or a shuttlecraft.
Maybe like, yeah, to be able to get this, I had to like reach back in time because they blew it up. But like, the Death Star model,
Yeah.
They
Oh,
made
yeah.
that thing,
Yeah.
and then they put 5 cameras on it and blew it the fuck up. Like, pieces of that go to auction.
Yeah.
But to have, like, the actual thing would have been pretty cool.
And Zatanna brings up something I would love too, is a creature from the thing.
I was gonna say like
cool.
Kurt Russell's jacket from that, but yeah, a creature.
Or the flamethrower from it.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
flamethrower.
Or the spaceship that it's building.
Yeah.
Some good ones.
Yeah, some good ones.
But anyway, yeah, so that was our first foray into the world of prop auctions, which seems like it's a lot of fun but extremely expensive. So I don't know how often that's going to happen, but it's
I wonder
cool.
too, like if we hadn't been in COVID, would it have been live or would it still have been online?
It would have been online.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have.
We didn't even, because Aaron and I, we ended up buying the Sousa thing at home, not here. I didn't even know until I got home that if there's a little window with a person literally like being like, all right, we got 133, 133, 133, 223, live streaming.
Really?
Yeah, you
What?
can hear them.
We could have watched
The
that
entire
the whole
time,
day.
we could have watched it the whole day. Instead, we were just waiting for the stream to update. But
We were
no.
just watching this green box turn
Yeah.
yellow and green.
No, they'd have like every time they did a 10-minute break, they were switching out auctioneers.
Oh, was that what they were doing?
Yeah. I was like, I didn't fucking know that.
No.
Because in the desktop version, there's a little tiny square that says like play to watch stream. You don't really see it, but in the Android version or the mobile version, it's
very
huge.
prominent.
I clicked it. I'm like, motherfucker. I've
Oh.
been doing this the whole time.
You know some props I would like too is like the BFG from Doom.
Ooh, yeah.
Because all those Doom creatures, like they modeled them
Yeah,
like in
Yeah.
real life. That would be
that would
sweet.
be pretty cool. Like Mario and Luigi's outfit from the Mario movies.
Oh,
I don't know about
And those
that.
fucking
the boots.
the boots.
the platform boots.
How awesome would it be? You know that if you saw those, you'd be like, son of a bitch. There they are.
I would immediately recognize them.
Yep.
That much is true.
Hmm.
All right. Well, if we want to move on,
Yeah.
we've got some stuff. And then also, if you're in the chat, make sure that you are redeeming some questions because we'll be getting to some of those after the stuff I have here.
I actually have a poll that I want to run at some point here today, too.
Okay.
I need help deciding what I'm going to play next.
Do you want me to run that now?
Yeah, we can run it now. So my ideas right now are Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which is just coming out here, that I'll be able to play next week.
I'm going to trust Aaron to do it.
Huh?
I'm going to trust Aaron to do it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I'm thinking possibly Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which just went down, or came out, I should say. And I really love Assassin's Creed, though I haven't played Odyssey yet. But I'm excited to play. I think it would be pretty good to go from God of War, Norse stuff, to Vikings.
Yeah.
And then possibly, and now we don't have a PS5. We're probably not going to get a PS5.
Which, by the way,
But I could play
they
the
were for sale today.
Yeah, I know. We did the auction thing for 10 hours. I'm not sitting.
Well, I
waiting.
know, but
But
We'll get one eventually.
I'm thinking the PS4 version of Miles Morales Spider-Man just came out as well. I don't know if Aaron has plans on playing that or not, but if not, I would like to play that one. So I'm guessing those three.
Aaron might
right
just
now.
play that on his own, so he doesn't have to wait.
Yeah.
Loves Miles.
But you know what? I mean, fuck. Aaron got to play the PS4 on stream. I'm playing Miles Morales. So if that one wins, that one wins.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could play Half-Life Alyx.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we have the.
Well, we need to get our VR set up good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a not next
So
week
I'd probably
thing.
wait on that one.
I mean, depending on how much time we have.
Yeah.
I could.
So
get it
I
running.
think those are going to be my my three. So it's Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Miles Morales, and Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Which,
Solid choices.
if I don't play one on stream, I'll probably just play at home.
Yeah.
I'm
When is
excited for
the
all three of those.
Mass Effect
Yeah. I got that to talk
Remasters.
about.
Yes.
coming out?
because that's one that I need to play through. Eric needs to play through.
See, this is why I should wait. I should wait for remasters. You know how amazing it was to go from God of War 2 to God of War 3 remastered?
So spring 2021, Mass Effect. Let's see here. Your choices, your squad, your Shepard. Relive the legend in a remastered edition of the highly acclaimed trilogy. Mass Effect Legendary Edition arrives spring 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never played Mass Effect.
You need to pick a short game so you can play that, Eric.
I'll get through stuff.
Or if, like, somehow we can hold off on it to where Eric and I could do it together.
How
that would be cool.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Just like switch the controller
Maybe.
on and off. Do it twice a week.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Maybe.
would be cool too.
Yeah, that could be
I've been
cool.
talking to Aaron. Like, what if we did like a co-op game or something like that, where we did the same game for both streams?
Yeah.
But yeah, doing Mass Effect. Oh,
Mm-hmm. But yeah, for everybody that's watching, the poll is going on. Which game next for Eric? And I'll be playing that next Wednesday.
Good stuff. And the best part about, because I'll be playing Hades again this Saturday, the best part about it was I did not embarrass myself.
yeah.
Chat said I did pretty good, which is what I was worried about.
Yeah, good. It's always the worst part about streaming, especially doing it once a week with these individual games.
Yeah.
Is
I just
bad you
forget
get between
everything.
Streams.
Yeah, no, I'm
Throughout the week, I have to spend like the first half hour getting familiar with
man.
controls.
I'm downright embarrassed by my Devil May Cry 5 streams.
You don't even
Now.
know. Like, it's been over a month since I've played Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
I was bad.
Yeah, man. Like, I still get comments on our Hyrule or Breath of the Wild videos. They're
Yeah.
like, man, Eric sucks. I'm like, it was the first time I played. And I only got to play once a week. And I've played it 4 times since then. I'm really good.
You've played through it 4 times.
I've played through it 4 times since
Yeah.
then. Yeah. Like, I'm great at Breath of the Wild now.
I took
I'm
a
just
long,
not an intuitive video game player. I can't pick things up super well. But if I practice and just keep playing, I'm pretty good, you know?
Yeah, I took like a long break from it, and I was going to start playing it again last night or the night before last.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to play it on the Switch, and it had an update. It was like half an hour, so I didn't get to play it. But I think I am going to start playing it again and finally beat it.
Yeah.
I think I'm 3 Divine Beasts in. I think.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, and you can do those in any order, too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, that's good. So you got another Divine Beast and then head to Ganon. I mean,
Ganon.
so much fun of that is just exploring, you know?
Yeah.
Like, every time I play it, I find new shit, you know? Because the way that they designed the game is, like, they want you to be able to go everywhere. But from this location, you are 50% likely to go this way because the way the mountains point towards it and
Yeah.
stuff, you know? So sometimes when I'm playing, I'm just like, all right, what's there? It's really hard to get to, but I'm going to go up there, and I find something I never found before, you know?
yeah.
It's like a new pond that has a new treasure chest in it or something. So,
All right, so yeah, one of the things I was going to talk about was Mass Effect, which I'm super, super excited about.
I'm so excited as well.
The problem with video games is they never stop coming out.
that
I
is
can never
true.
catch up.
That's true.
Yes, but the great thing about that is, on the other side of the coin, is there's always great games coming out.
I do want to talk about this because we get to watch Mandalorian again tomorrow.
Woo!
And we've got some items in the shop that people might want to check out.
Yeah, some new items, actually.
Yeah, you can go to blindwave.net/shop, and we've got some designs.
There are some Baby Yoda, or I should say Baby Obi stickers. I don't know how well you can see this because it's super
Not
bright.
super well.
It's
Nope,
super
it's-
bright.
Blown out real bad.
It's not better. Anyway, you
Turn
can
your light
see him up there.
Here. I can...
It doesn't matter. It's fine. But anyway, I had the stickers. I'm happy. But we got some stickers of Baby Obi and our Blind Wave logo that is the Mandalorian and keychains of them as well. I don't know if you guys can see the keychains. So a couple new pieces of merch that we were trying to put out there to give people more options for stuff that they might enjoy. I really like this one, because you can barely just see the Mandalorian in the A, which I really enjoy. I think it's awesome. So, yeah, some new pieces of merch there. And for people that are $1 patrons, they actually can use their monthly code on these new items as well.
Indeed.
That's true.
As long as they haven't used that code this
already.
month. And these, I'm pretty sure the Baby Obi stickers are actually limited time. Once Mandalorian is off, we're not going to have those anymore. So,
Nope.
if you don't get them now, you might never get them.
All right.
And also, I mean, I just want a special shout out to Jancy who drew this, and it looks just like Obi.
It's tremendous.
It does.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about WandaVision, which has a premiere date.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, a premiere date. Okay.
Holy shit.
January 15th.
Oh, that's soonish.
That's ish.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, Falcon and Winter Soldier is undergoing reshoots.
Yeah.
Was delayed to 2021. WandaVision was bumped up.
Okay. Well,
Well, I mean, that makes sense. They want to something
wanna
like
have
that.
something out,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I know that they're hesitating with putting stuff out in theaters, but also they don't want to put it just on Disney Plus like they did Mulan. I don't know how well Mulan did, but I'm not sure if it did as well as they really want to, or exceeded the expectation. Because I feel like if it did, they would just start doing more stuff. You know, like WB is supposed to be releasing Wonder Woman in December, and I just don't see it happening.
really.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Tenet came out and it didn't do very well, you know?
Sure.
I just don't know. I mean, I imagine it's going to get pushed back again. We'll see. But with these Disney Plus shows, I mean, Mandalorian is like the most streamed thing right now.
Yeah.
You do that with the MCU, that's going to be huge.
True.
You know, I know that they might have wanted to be able to have these like one come out and then one come out a month later and one come out a month later and keep it going to
Staggered
keep people
releases.
wanting to have that have that subscription sticking on and everything. But I'm super excited for it, not only because, it's just more MCU content, but it's actually something that we can react to.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
Like a television show.
Also
and
true.
while obviously with what we bought, I love Marvel Television already. This is like another caliber of Marvel Television starting. So I'm really excited for it. But so in January we'll get that, and I still have no idea what that show's gonna be.
I don't know. It seems
Yeah.
interesting. But there's been a lot of shows. Like, I really didn't know what to expect from Doom Patrol. And I still don't know what to expect.
Nope.
But I still love it.
That's
Yeah.
what I love about Doom Patrol.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised by like Umbrella Academy. I think Netflix is doing well with Umbrella Academy, which did just get confirmed of season 3.
Yep.
Which was good because of the way the season 2 ended.
Lovecraft Country was unexpected.
That was a good surprise. I really loved that show. I didn't know what to expect, and what we got, I never would have expected.
Yeah.
So that was really good.
All right, Netflix is rolling out an interesting feature, a linear scheduled TV channel. So on Netflix, you can utilize it to watch things on demand, but they're also going to have like a 24-hour, this is what they're showing sort of
Okay.
thing. And the idea is it's for people who have like analysis paralysis on deciding what they want to watch.
Okay.
So, like, people might just be willing to watch something that's just on, but they might not choose to watch that something.
Sure.
So it's rolling out in France, I believe, as sort of a test. Soft launch in France on November 5th is when it happened. And the broader rollout is expected to roll out across the country next month.
Okay. That doesn't really make sense to me, but I can see the point of like, well, people don't know what to pick. This, there is something special about like, when I haven't done it since COVID or whatever, but you get like a hotel room and you turn on the television and something's just playing, There's just something special about that because I haven't had cable where I've lived in like fucking 10 years at least.
Yeah.
You know, and there was always something cool about like turning on and fucking Die Hard's on.
Yeah.
You're like, oh man, we're 20% of the way in the movie. I'll start watching from this.
Definitely.
And you get to see like the censoring and
and
all that.
Yeah, it's like, hearing one of your favorite songs on the radio. Like you can look up that song and listen to it whenever you want.
Yeah.
But you hear that song on the radio, it's like fate aligned.
It feels more special.
Honestly,
The metaphor I have for it is right now when I do my like collecting, I just buy it online. But when COVID wasn't happening and I was going to a toy store, and I found something, holy shit, they must have just put this on the shelf.
It's in my hand.
Yeah, like I got it, baby, and you get it at retail. It's the same price, it's the same thing, it's the same condition, but it's more special when you find it.
Yeah.
So maybe it's something like that. I can see the appeal. I suppose.
Daniel knows.
Yeah.
The Hunt.
Well, and I've definitely done the thing where like I look through Netflix. And like I look for like 20 minutes and then I never watch anything. Like I've definitely been there before.
Yeah, I've been there, but I feel like.
Do you utilize the My List thing, where you just add like, oh, that looks interesting, you add it to your list of things that you might be in?
Yeah.
See, I do that, but I like pick things like, oh, this was the Academy Award winner of 2003. I should watch this. And then I just skip over it and watch, like, I'm going to watch Almost Heroes with Chris Farley. That's work watching that one. Though I hear it's really good and I should watch it to better my, my film perspective.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to watch Friends for a little bit, just put it on, then be on my phone. I'm not even watching it.
Sure.
So I figure that I pay enough attention to television and movies.
Like
at work.
To me, it doesn't make a lot of sense for Netflix to do it with one channel.
Yeah.
But it could be interesting if they had like an action channel. Because like what I would love is like a bad movie channel.
Oh.
To where like I can experience things that, you're probably not going to hear of.
Yeah.
Otherwise. Because like it's easy to find like, oh, what's the top 100 action movies of all time? But like it's harder to find those for bad movies because they weren't like critically acclaimed or whatever.
Sure.
And like if someone doesn't discover them, and let the world know about this hidden treasure, like it's going to be hard to find.
Yeah, I mean, Netflix kind of has that with just like the list it generates of like critically acclaimed bad movie. Like the thing is that you can't browse the list; you can only browse the titles. Though there is some kind of like site you can go to where they actually give you all those categories and you can pick like Korean comedy movie that you could find it if you're looking for it,
sure,
but you can get a list of them all like categorized.
Yeah.
So
don't they
kind
also
of
have like
happens, but
don't they also have websites that's like spin the wheel, like what do I watch or something like that, where you just spin a wheel and it gives you like a title of a thing. You look it up on Netflix and you just watch it.
Yeah, I don't know about that one specifically. I know Netflix has just started this like random mix where it takes the things that you've watched and it just like plays the next recommended thing for you. So it's like, watch this. Do you like it? No. Here's another one. Try this. So rather than just browsing the title of doing that, it actually just starts playing them.
So
I know they do that now.
It's like Steam, where you have like your list of things that are like, oh, these are
you might like this, but it just starts
games
playing
that you might like.
Yeah.
Try these out. It's like I'm not interested in any of these.
That's kind of like when you would like flip through channels, like you'd like watch something. I don't want to watch this, and you do the next one. It's kind of doing that, I guess.
The next thing I have is the passing of Alex Trebek.
Oh,
yeah.
Died at the age of 80.
Mm-hmm.
Of pancreatic cancer, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Which he's had for a couple years now, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got some interesting facts about him in Jeopardy here.
Can you say them as answers?
I can. Maybe. So, let's see. So, in the Guinness Book of World Record, what person has hosted the most game show episodes?
I mean, he's got to be up there. I don't know.
It's him.
It's got to be him.
Yeah, he surpassed Bob Barker.
Bob Barker. Price is
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Price is Right.
Yeah.
So, how many episodes of Jeopardy do you think he's hosted? Over
Oh my
37
gosh.
seasons.
37 seasons.
Yep.
How many?
I mean, this guy just passed away, and they still have like 3 weeks worth of shows that they're gonna air.
Yeah.
You know, like they do so many. I don't know. How many?
Gosh.
Like-
It's got to be in the.
Like
thousands.
I don't want to do that thing where I'm like, fucking 50,000. You're like, no, you idiot. Now you've ruined how high it really feels.
Yeah.
Like, how long have we been doing Blind Wave, and how many videos do we have on our
Yeah,
channel?
but we're insane. We put out
Like,
4 or
if-
5 videos a day sometimes.
I know, but he's been doing it for how long? 29 years?
30 something. I'm gonna say like,
I'm gonna say like 3,600.
all right, 3,700.
More than 8,200.
See,
I was
it's
closer.
so many.
I was closer.
This isn't The Price is Right.
Over 8,000 episodes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jeez.
Well, that's great, man. What a legacy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, when I was at my great-grandmother's, like, she would have the Game Show Network. And she watched game shows, and she watched the Home Shopping Network.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Yeah.
much all that she watched. So I watched a lot of Jeopardy, a lot of Wheel of Fortune, because I was there quite a bit as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So it was definitely a staple of my life.
I always loved Celebrity Jeopardy. Not the SNL one. I've loved
Oh,
that too,
okay.
but just the real one.
Yeah.
Or the one for kids, because then you can just, you're smart. You're just, I fucking know all these. You know? Because they dumb them down for them.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, there'll be like, Star Wars category. I'm like, oh man, I got all of these.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sometimes they'll drop, like, video games or
Yeah.
something. I'm like, got this.
Yeah. But I know it's probably not in good taste, but I did get a kick out of all of the memes that dropped this week of people saying that Trebek got the last laugh over Connery. He lasted longer.
Yeah.
It's not in great taste, but I don't know. I did this a lot. Like, when my mom passed away, like when something after like something like that happens, and then like your first laugh after that is like this hurt bubble laugh. Kind of felt that way. I was like sad, but also it just kind of like hit me in like the right spot. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. No, I mean, humor is the best medicine, right?
Yeah. But yeah, those Celebrity Jeopardy sketches were great, man. And it's not like Will Ferrell had like at all any impression of Alex Trebek. It's
No.
that Alex Trebek was just so like he's just the Jeopardy guy. You can't really imitate him,
Yeah.
you know? There's a great clip. I don't know if you can find it. You don't even need to play it, but just look up Alex Trebek laughing at someone laughing when someone gets something wrong. This lady says something, it's kind of ridiculous sounding, and he just like, ha ha ha, no! It sounds so judgmental. Every time it pops up on YouTube or Reddit, I have to watch it, and it always makes me laugh.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, he was always like so smug
Yeah.
and snarky.
Yeah, it's like, motherfucker, you don't know all these.
Yeah, he just has the cue cards.
Oh, you were close, but you're not correct.
Next thing I have here, I don't know how much McDonald's you're getting in your diet these days, Eric, but there's a new item
I get a lot of breakfast from McDonald's.
that might bring you there.
Yeah?
They announced a new plant-based burger.
Oh.
Guess what they've named it?
The Mick.
It sounds like a skateboard move to me.
It's got to start with the Mick.
It does.
The Mick.
McShovel.
Mick
Like skateboard move.
The Mick gotcha. The Mick. I don't know.
Think of skateboarding moves.
Okay. Ollie.
Nope.
Grind.
No.
Fall over.
It's hand blank.
Handstand?
Almost.
I don't know.
The
I only played
McPlant.
Tony Hawk. What?
The McPlant.
Hand plant. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. McPlant. Well, that's easy.
Well,
I was wanting them to be a little more clever.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed now. I saw it in chat. It's like McPlant.
Like
It's like, that's lame. That's not it.
It needs to be like the McAllister, named after a Home Alone family, because that little boy, he would trick you. You're getting tricked into thinking that you're eating cow, but really you're eating plant. McAllister.
Oh,
right?
McCallister?
Yeah.
Ah,
Right? McAllister.
Yeah.
that works.
That works.
Better than McPlant.
McPlant.
Yeah,
Come
the new
on.
burger is coming to McDonald's menus in 2021.
Now-
It's already created excitement among vegan, vegetarian, and environmentally conscious fast food lovers. It's crafted as part of their new Accelerating the Arches growth strategy, in which the company has pledged to focus on better serving communities, making a positive impact by responsibly sourcing quality ingredients and driving climate action to protect the planet.
Sure. I mean, you know what? All power to it. Every once in a while, I'll run into somebody that, holds a moral high ground because they are vegan, and I can definitely understand that because, I've gone to McDonald's, I've gotten those burgers. They are 100% factory farmed. And that shit is gross, disgusting, and I shouldn't go there. But motherfucker, I'm hungry and lazy, Like, I don't want to get the ones that I got from my family farm out of the deep freeze,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know that that's a great option. I think Burger King has one of those as well. Didn't they have like a veggie burger?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Somebody had it in
It's
chat.
like the Impossible Whopper.
the
or
Rebel
something.
Whopper.
Rebel Whopper, okay.
Rebel,
I thought
right?
it was like Impossible something.
Huh.
I think that's at Qdoba.
Yeah,
Like the Impossible Protein.
okay, maybe. Yeah, I've heard of that too.
Impossible Whopper.
Yeah. So it's plant-based. There's also this idea too of like cloning meat, growing meat,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that has any of the fast food places started doing that? I mean, I know that that's super expensive right now, but every year it gets cheaper and cheaper and cheaper.
I don't think they're doing it yet.
Yeah.
I
I
think it
remember-
has to go through like many studies
Mm-hmm.
by the FDA.
I felt like years ago I saw something that was like a prototype McDonald's.
Yeah.
That was serving man-made meat and like everything was automated.
Huh.
So like there was no people working there.
Okay.
I feel like this was years ago that I saw this.
Was that just like people burgers? Man-made? Maybe you just read the fine print wrong.
No,
Maybe.
it's cloned like beef.
No, I get you, but I know that technology is just super expensive. There was an article about it 10 years ago that I read being like, the $20,000 burger, because that's how
Yeah.
much it costs to do just this one,
Yeah.
I think that's an interesting way of going about it,
I mean, like maybe that'll be your McDonald's on the moon.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe that. Yeah. I mean, that might be the only way you can have meat on the moon for a while.
One of my favorite conversations I ever had in my life was when I got high, and we were talking about. Now, give me a second.
No, I know.
We were talking about, because it was right when 3D printers were starting to come out, And I just went, man, right now they just have filament. What happens when they can 3D print with like proteins and electrons and nutrients? Like we just print burgers. You don't have to go get like a shirt. You just go get fiber, put it in your 3D printer. Whenever it gets dirty, just throw it in the shredder. Put it back in the 3D printer. You never have to do laundry again.
Eric.
What?
They have 3D printers for shirts. They're
I know,
called
but I'm talking
looms.
about like
Well, yeah, Eric's thinking like Replicator from Star Trek.
exactly.
Yeah.
You just have the base ingredients of things.
Yeah.
And that way you're not buying your next phone, You're buying the design
Yeah.
for your next phone. You put this phone in the phone chipper and the new phone comes out.
A phone chipper?
Yeah, because it just takes the
Like a
lithium and
wood
all this shit
chipper?
that's already in there and changes it, Man, that was a good conversation.
All right, so Thanksgiving coming up before we know it. I'm sure it'll be different for a lot of people this year.
Mm-hmm.
But someone on our Discord posted this map of most popular Thanksgiving sides.
Oh, sides.
So let's start with Ohio, which is where we're located. What would you say is the most popular Thanksgiving side?
Side to the turkey?
Yeah, a side, not the main.
Yeah, not a turkey or.
So it's like the mashed potatoes, the corn, the cranberries, the
Stuffing.
Stuffing is pretty popular, but it's Ohio-centric. Stuffing's popular everywhere.
Yeah, so stuffing, you're
it's
looking
gonna
at
be
like
mashed
Pennsylvania, New York is stuffing.
Okay.
We are not stuffing. We are
All right.
something else. We share it with Michigan.
It's got to be taters.
Mashed
It's a type
potatoes?
of casserole.
Oh. Green bean
casserole?
Green bean casserole.
That's not
Really?
bad.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I don't think I've ever been to a Thanksgiving that didn't have green bean casserole.
I mean, it had it, but like when you get a turkey dinner from Bob Evans,
Yeah.
they don't have green bean casserole.
But that's on Thanksgiving, Calvin. They do.
No, like Thanksgiving, like the Thanksgiving turkey dinner thing
Yeah.
that you get from IGA
Yeah,
does not have green bean casserole.
sure. I imagine when they're, one, just making this up, or two, actually polling people,
Yeah.
they're trying to find, like, well, what's the most unique thing this state? So you might have 100 people say mashed potatoes, but 100 people say mashed potatoes in every state. But Ohio, compared to Florida, 10 people said green bean casserole.
Like, what's
you know?
the thing that's unique about
Yeah.
the state from other states?
So Florida is a different type of casserole. You want to try to take a guess for this?
Is it
Fucking
cornbread casserole?
It's not.
croc,
Dang it!
alligator.
It's a vegetable.
Well, I mean, if it's Florida, it has to have some type of, like, no, I don't mean. I was gonna say some kind of like meth in it.
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato casserole.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You ever watch it? There's a documentary called Cocaine Cowboys that was in the era of when Florida didn't have a centralized list for their medical prescriptions. So
Okay,
you would just
yeah.
take a medical prescription,
Right.
go to this pharmacy,
Yeah.
go to this pharmacy, go to this pharmacy.
Fill them.
By the end of the day, you just have nothing but narcotics, and you sell it, and you do it, you know. And it was the
American way.
Wild Wild West. You know, it's a great documentary. But I think of Florida about that. It's a lot. Captain Florida would clean that up.
Now, what's
would.
your favorite? And I can tell you where you need to move. Mine, I need to move West Virginia for mine, which
Okay.
is rolls.
Ooh, rolls.
rolls, dinner rolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oklahoma also has rolls. Mm-hmm. There's a few others.
I mean, mine is it's simple, but it's mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes
and gravy.
is probably the most
Now-
popular on this list, other than maybe green bean casserole, which
Do you have to have a brown gravy or a white gravy or a tan gravy?
If I'm having beef with my mashed potatoes, I gotta have the beef broth. If I'm having chicken or turkey, I want the broth matching.
Yeah.
You know?
So a light brown
Yeah.
gravy. Yeah.
But I also, you know,
Ooh.
I also need like,
It's got to be Indiana then.
yeah, yeah. I
I would-
also, you know, like I've been to like my one side of the family's Thanksgiving. Their turkey, you know what? Pretty dry.
Yeah.
Not so great. On my dad's side, my grandpa knew how to do a turkey. You know,
Yeah.
like he had that vibrating knife
yep.
and the juice from this turkey. You don't even need gravy. You just need some potatoes and that
Just
turkey.
juice.
You know?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
No, like the best thing for me about Thanksgiving was the day after Thanksgiving. And it's gonna unfortunately not be that way this year. But where you take the best leftovers from all of the meals that you've gone to on Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
or like the couple of days of Thanksgiving, and then combine it into the ultimate meal. Like my grandma Wanda's noodles,
Uh-huh.
my grandma Harris's potatoes.
Yeah.
Um,
You know what? I might have to. I love mashed potatoes, but a good like meal noodle, buttery meal noodle, you don't just get those everywhere. You
Nope.
know, that's great with some
Yeah.
like little bits of like beef tips thrown in it.
Oh.
Ooh,
I'll have to
baby.
say the state that disappoints me the most here is Maine with side salad.
Yeah, I
What
was
the
just I
fuck
was
is
about
wrong
to
with
say
Maine?
something about Maine.
Chop them off, America.
Give him the Newfoundland.
You ever think, like, I saw this thing the other day when people were like, people are always, like, they just kind of throw Alaska and Hawaii, in there. If you put Alaska over its actual size over America, it stems from, like, Southern California to Georgia.
Yeah.
It's so fucking big.
Yeah. Yeah. Most of the Mercator maps, like, have shape more than distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So damn big.
It was also like politically, it was designed to make like the world powers seem bigger.
Yeah.
So that has a lot. Like it's still stuck in people's minds. Like, oh yeah, it's so much country. When honestly, it's like places are just stretched out to make them look bigger in relation to other countries.
Well, I know it like 1% of Alaska is owned by private landowners. The rest is like state and federal land. It's so
and
like,
people.
It takes like 2 hours to get to like
of acres up there.
Like you have to plan when you are getting gas because if you don't, you'll just run out of gas.
Yeah,
like it's so sparsely populated.
That's why the government pays you to live there. Because they know it's going to be hard.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so what's your guys, Rick? So your favorite is rolls, you said, right?
I mean, it's either my grandma Wanda's noodles or rolls. And rolls are something I like all the time, but her noodles I only get at Thanksgiving.
That's a very important thing to point out.
Yeah.
It's not just any mashed potato.
Yeah.
It's my grandma's mashed potato. It's not my other grandma's mashed potato. That one sucks. You got to get these ones. They have just the strange amount of lumps that make it perfect.
Yeah.
So I get you there.
See, the thing about like Thanksgiving dinner, like if I have one thing, then I want another thing, and then it feels complete. Like,
so you're like a combo.
Yeah, it's got to be in a combination where it's greater than the sum of its parts.
I see.
Like turkey by itself is good. Turkey with stuffing is better.
I see.
Turkey with stuffing and gravy is better.
Yeah.
Turkey and cranberries with mashed potatoes and gravy is better. It's just like...
It's not an additive. It's like an exponential.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys like are you a blurred lines kind of Thanksgiving eater? Like, if a little bit of gravy gets next to the corn, it's all good because you just eat it, Or are you like,
dude,
no,
once I
stay in the corner.
Once
I'll deal with you when I can.
To mix the mashed potatoes, the gravy, the corn all together, and I just like mush it into my turkey.
Sure.
And then I grab like a blob of that.
Yeah.
Take a bite and then take a little bit of the cranberry and stick it in my mouth for like sweet.
Yeah.
Like it just pops.
Yeah.
Everything.
Jancy's a different way. She will like eat things individually.
Yeah.
But like
she'll eat like one thing all at once.
Well, no. Just
okay.
they just won't mix together.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, I just fucking did this and just ate it all. But
that's how you keep it from falling off your plate.
Like for me, for Thanksgiving,
Stacked
you can't eat a piece of meat without having a little bit of potato on it.
Yeah.
Like,
my mom and I, when we were growing up, we would have separate plates.
Yeah.
For everything.
Gotcha.
So nothing touched.
Oh.
As I've gotten older, that no longer bothers me. Yeah. So it can all touch, and it doesn't really matter.
So, like, was your family what kind of paper plates did you get? Did you get, like, just the round ones, or did you get the, like, segregated cells?
The segmented ones?
Yeah. Fuck those ones. We got the round plates.
The round plates, you can fit more on without having to worry about touching.
Like, I always had, like, 5 Thanksgivings. It was always different. Like, Wanda's Thanksgiving usually had, like, the cafeteria-style paper plates that were, like, styrofoam that had the dividers. Hayhurst usually had, like, the round paper plates. At home, it was usually just actual dishes.
Yeah. Calvin, you're right, too. Like, when you get those, like, dividing plates, it's like, all right, I'll put a little bit here, and I'll put something here, but I only have 6 things. Now I have to start adding things to the other.
Now you have to stack shit in between the stacks of shit that you already have.
Yeah, but when you have a round plate, it's like you're playing Tetris. It's like, oh, I'm gonna put a little bit here, then make a little wall, and then put that here, and then just gravy on these 2 things, and this one over here.
If I do have the round plates, I always use at least 2.
Yeah.
because I'm loading it with food and
Yeah.
it's gonna buckle.
Yeah.
That's
Man.
the thing too. Like those like hooved up dividers in those plates, they're a waste of space.
Mm-hmm.
Like the amount of space that is between that and a regular plate of the same size is just food lost. You're not getting that space back because once
Yeah.
you eat that plate, then your brain is going to catch up to your stomach.
Sure.
It's like, oh shit, I'm full. I can't eat anymore, and you can't go back for seconds.
Yeah.
It's just a waste.
Yep.
Betrayal.
Why?
He went to Calvin.
Oh, okay. Obi. Yeah, I don't know what Thanksgiving will be like this year. You know, like I don't think it's gonna be like, you know, right now we're not supposed to have more than puppy.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
Obi's first Thanksgiving.
Yeah, in his conference yesterday, like it's still not supposed to be 10 people not gathering.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know, if you don't have to do it, don't do it. If you're going to do it, separate, wear masks. So,
Yeah.
Calvin, have you shown people the bowl that you eat ramen out of?
Oh, I shared
can
it
hear
on
you.
my Snapchat.
Yeah. That was the bowl that Calvin had his ramen today in. It was very
Nuts.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obi, come.
Anyway, well, we did ask for questions, and we'd be remiss not to get to some of them.
we did. Yeah, let's get to them. I do have a couple memes
Yeah. Okay.
that I'm going to show off here. The first one is a mailbag and election meme mashup.
Ooh.
Okay.
It was
Let's see it.
So
it was up to here.
the 2020 election, me watching Rick get a giant ass sword.
Yeah, there was a certain point in the days where you're just kind of waiting for something to happen
Yeah.
that I'm just like, I can't watch anymore. I can't watch these guys just have these maps and like, oh, let's look at this county, you know? Like, I don't want to see the counties. Just count, you know?
I want there to be like some kind of action hero. His name is County,
No, like
and he just
County.
counts shit.
like in videos on the podcast, like we've had to stretch before,
Uh-huh.
but we've never had to stretch for 4 days
No.
Yeah.
like the media did for that election.
Yeah.
It's like when you look over behind the camera and the guy's doing this.
like election night, Jancy and I were just watching coverage online because you know so many news places were just streaming.
Yeah,
And I don't know, what was it, CNN that we were watching or something? NBC.
yeah, I was watching
And
NBC.
we were watching NBC, and they would just like for 5 minutes, they're like, well, we have no news. Then they'd play the same 3 commercials over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Like they would play twice in a row.
They would play
and then
twice
the
in a
next
row.
one
It's
would play
terrible.
twice in a row.
It's like I don't care who wins now. You know, America's done. we
Literally
can't have
go
this.
back to them for like less than a minute and be like, too close to call.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
I mean, it's not. It's worse in some ways, and not as bad as 2000.
Mhm.
Like I wasn't paying as much attention then as I am now. I was just much younger.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like I remember it taking a long time in 2000 as well. Because that was
And that
actually
was
close.
the Florida recount, wasn't
Yeah.
it? That was Gore and Bush. I
Gore and
remember.
Yeah,
Bush.
that was the hanging Chad.
Yeah. Do you guys remember any Bill Clinton?
I remember
elections?
Clinton.
I remember Clinton elections.
Yeah.
I don't really remember the elections. No.
Bye, Obi. Have a good day. I'll be home later. Mwah.
See ya.
So, yep. But yes, I remember Clinton. I feel like I remember the first Bush too, being president, not him being elected.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I definitely remember Bush election. I remember Clinton getting his. I remember him being impeached and resigning and stuff like that. My parents talking about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it feels so long ago. But you remember back as like there's been so few presidents.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean, you know, it's also the difference between like 1 term and 2-term presidents too.
Yeah.
You know?
Or 4.
Or 4.
Yeah, that is also true.
Yeah.
All right, so I got one more meme, and then we'll get into questions. I got half of this meme, but Calvin had to fill me in on the other half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cobb Vanth Refrigeration.
This is fantastic.
I love it.
Bob Vance Refrigeration. My favorite gag of Bob Vance, who in The Office, that's what he does. You know, that's how he introduces himself. He's just a background character, but you go to his wedding with Phyllis, and the preacher is giving him his vows, and he says, "Do you, Bob Vance of Vance Refrigeration, take this woman?" Oh, it's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some questions. So the first one is from Ritlock, and it's for me, but you guys can all answer this too.
Okay.
So you are making a ragtag crew of anime characters to take on a heist.
Gotcha.
Who do you take? 5 people. 1 has to either be Sakura or Nami. The other 4 can be anyone. Who would you pick and why? So I've got mine.
Gotcha.
I would go with Nami, who's from One Piece.
Uh-huh.
She's a navigator, and also does other things, but that's her main job.
Gotcha.
I would also take Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop. I would take Lupin the Third from Lupin the Third. He's a thief, and would just be great.
Okay.
Also, Geomon, I think, from Lupin the Third. He's a swordsman. And Mister from Coyote Ragtime Show
Gotcha. Okay.
would be my 5.
Well,
I didn't mean resign. I meant impeach.
And for the
I
wise,
misspoke.
Spike, he's just so good at everything, except when it comes to dealing with people. But you got Nami for that. You've also got Lupin for that, who can charm people. And he's also just a thief and really good at it. He's like the best that's ever lived. Spike and Geomon and Mister can be like your heavy hitters if things go wrong and you need to like shoot your way out. And then Nami, because I have to pick either Nami or Sakura, and I think Nami would be better and can
Okay.
also talk her way into things. She's really good at manipulating people, and then
Okay.
also just getting you there as well. So
sure.
that's my 5.
This is robbing a bank?
This is a heist.
A heist. Okay. So allow me to trump your list with one name.
Okay?
Gilgamesh.
You win.
Now let me tell you why.
Yeah, no?
It's
He already
because
owns it.
he already owns it. And he would be, you might say, well, he might not care. He's going to care if someone is trying to keep away what he already owns, be it a bank
Yeah.
or a private jeweler, because they are not within his storehouse.
Yeah.
And he doesn't need any help. That's my only one.
Chat's like,
Though I appreciate your well thought out one.
chat's like Lupin is cheating. No Guts. No. Like, if it was a raid, I would pick Guts. But I don't think I would pick Guts for a heist, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Unless you need a distraction.
Guts is busy, okay? Guts has shit to do.
You got to throw in Invisible Girl from My Hero.
She would be
Yeah.
pretty
She'd be
good.
Or to say a Goku.
I mean,
might understand, but
You wouldn't get it back. You wouldn't get whatever you were trying to steal. You'd get distracted.
At first, I was trying to think of, like, the brains, and I was going to go for L, but I don't think L would do crime.
No. He would like would act like he's doing it, and then by the end you're arrested.
Yeah.
You don't know what happened.
Lelouch would be a good brains.
Yeah,
of the
Lelouch would be
operation, though.
good.
Kiritsugu would be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe like Edward Elric or somebody like that.
Like an alchemist.
Yeah.
That way you can take down the vault and then put it back in place, but you only see like these little like marks
Yeah.
that show that it's been
But I was
alchemized.
also thinking people from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Like we literally saw a heist in Hunter x Hunter.
It's true.
Yeah.
It was very effective.
Yeah.
It was very effective.
Suck it up.
All right, Ritlock. Eric or Aaron, are either of you planning to stream Miles Morales since you played the first one? Also, Peter Parker equals Sasuke's voice actor, if you hadn't noticed yet. We did know that.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed won the poll, Eric.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla is what I'm playing next. Okay. Well, I'm
Yep.
excited for that.
So,
I'm
I'm sure.
see what I can do about getting a PS5, but I don't think it's going to happen, so I'll be playing that on PS4 probably.
Is it coming out on PC?
Maybe.
That could be a possibility
Do that too.
as well. I'm sure it's going to get streamed on the channel
Yeah.
at some point.
Yep.
What is?
Miles.
Yeah. If Aaron has anything to say about it, it will.
I loved the PS4 Spider-Man. I've played it twice. I can't wait to play Miles, honestly.
Even if it's just like the day it releases, like we did with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got, when will the next one-shot RPG be, please? Let it be soon. I need my funny moments for November. We don't have one scheduled, but hopefully soon.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. You know, Valhalla might be one of the games where, like, I stream it. I don't know if I'll stream, like, the whole story part, because those games can be quite massive, especially now, you know? So maybe I play it for, like, a couple streams or something and move on, but we'll see.
I streamed the entirety of The Witcher 3, Eric.
I know. I know, Rick.
That was a lot of hours, though.
It was.
And most of it was just Gwent.
Oh, it was a lot of Gwent. There was even more Gwent off screen. That's the only thing I did.
Yeah.
Some of off stream.
You had to get those ultra rare cards or whatever.
Got them all, baby.
You did.
Brandon Telford, what are some of your favorite reaction memories?
Reaction memories.
He's wearing his pants.
Aaron punching Calvin when he was too hyped for a Ruby intro.
Yeah.
It's pretty up there. The shotgun axe, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, Pong brings up a good one. Scrubbing the floor.
Scrubbing the floor.
Scrubbing the floor is definitely one of my favorites.
Pretty much anything from Black Sails, but especially how dare God keep wind from these men.
That
Yeah.
one was a great one. And Black Sails also has I Anger Charles Vane
Yeah.
and the end speech where Max is like, you know,
Yeah.
sincerely yours, Long John Silver. Probably is pretty good too. There's just been some great ones, you know?
Yeah, and filming any of the intros or the Death Note,
Yeah.
like exit, was
Season 1 finale, Cobra Kai. With that ending?
yeah,
Yeah, that was pretty good.
that was pretty good.
Rick tearing his notebook in half in My Hero.
Yeah. I gotta say, for those that haven't watched or, you know, seen the show, my favorite reactions, I mean, it's no surprise, lately have been Lost. I'm having so much fun, not only in the reactions, but the discussions too, but there's also been some great moments, like when Rick just looked away when this fucking crazy thing happened, and I was like, Rick, look at the screen! He looked up and was like, what? What's happening? That was a pretty good one.
Yeah, somehow, inexplicably, maybe my favorite two that we're reacting to right now are both live action.
Yeah.
And it's Lost and Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because you're actually watching.
Those two are great. I also love Fate. Right
Fate's
now.
real good, though.
Fate's real good. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm still kind of counting Fate as just one thing, even though we
Yeah.
can now reveal that, you know, we actually watched a bunch of Fate on our Patreon right now.
True.
We have the next 4 episodes of Fate, and we are doing this thing where we're actually going to be kind of doubling up on polls, in a way. So when the final episode of a poll show goes up on
Foresight.
on the 4-week early access, we're actually going to be releasing the replacement for that poll on YouTube. So there's a little bit of crossover between the end of one poll slot and the beginning of its replacement. So, like, you know, it's a little weird for Fate because Fate is kind of almost directly tied in.
Yeah.
But, you know, so for example, Dexter, its final episode goes up on Patreon next Sunday. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday. That means its replacement that people are going to be trying to guess what the replacement is this weekend. That goes up on YouTube next Sunday with 4 early access episodes. So not only is it a way for us to just reward our, you know, our highest paid tier more, it's also a way for us to just get through stuff a little quicker as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, Calvin went to go take care of something. He'll be right back.
Yep.
Diego, Eric, did you watch the behind the scenes of God of War? It's an amazing video explaining how Santa Monica Studios went from an internal crisis to win Game of the Year with God of War.
Wow. No, I've watched some of the extras on God of War 1, 2, and 3, the video games. They have like some extra stuff. But when I refuse to look up anything when I'm playing a game like that. So someone mentioned some kind of like documentary about the making of God of War. Maybe that's what they're talking about. They mentioned that at me last night.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet, but
It's
will.
good.
I will this week, yeah.
What game are you guys planning on playing tomorrow? That'll be entirely dependent on whether or not Aaron is able to make it back
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Hopefully he's feeling better, but we'll see.
Super Dora, if Calvin will shave his beard for 1 million subs by the end of the year, will Aaron shave his head too?
That is, Aaron hasn't been here for 2 days, but that's kind of what we talked about.
Yeah,
With him not here.
We talked about
Just like kind of shaving just like the very top of his head.
Yeah.
in
Which
like
I think that he would agree to.
Like a friar.
yeah, like a tonsure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I had mentioned maybe
To be fair, when we get to 1 million subs, Aaron might not even need to worry about that.
that's true. Now, this bet that Calvin placed with people is about getting to 1 million subs before
By December 31st.
by December 31st.
2020.
Yeah, like in 2 months.
Which is unlikely.
It's like doubling our sub count. And I keep
Nearly.
thinking, all right, well, do we actually try? Do we put this in every video? Do we make a video just for it? Do we just go hard?
Yeah.
And like Calvin's like, oh no, it's gonna work. It's gonna happen,
I mean, I would
But then
also
you have
be
1 million
ecstatic.
subs. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
So I was like, well, we could do that, but maybe we like up the ante. Maybe Aaron has to shave his head like he's really, really bald.
Yeah.
I maybe have to shave my whole head.
Yeah.
Like, because my hair's kind of long. I was going to get a haircut, and Calvin's like, no, do the bet, shave it off.
yeah.
So maybe I'll just shave my head, and I can truly have a Kratos beard. Rick, I don't know what you would do.
I don't know.
Maybe shave your face,
But
but only on one side.
How long would I have to keep it, though, is the problem.
Well, no, you just have to.
You just
You
do
can
it for
immediately start.
the
Like
occurrence
once
and
I
then
shave my
regrow.
head, I immediately am starting to fix it.
Yeah.
But maybe like an eyebrow. You have to do mutton chops. You keep the beard, but your chin is bald.
Chin is bald.
That could be cool.
That'd be strange.
That would be strange, but that would be cool. Or you could just dye it a color. I don't know what color we would dye your beard, though.
It's getting white anyway.
Yeah.
So just take that plunge ahead of time.
That would be kind of interesting. You have to dye your hair and beard just pure white
Yeah.
and walk with the staff.
All right,
don't
next
know.
question, which we've already answered as to what you're going to play next, Eric.
Yes.
Any chance Redline will make it on to the next anime movie poll? Well, we don't really have movie polls separated by anime or live action. It's just movies.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
It was on a poll. at one
It
point.
has. I tried to get it on a poll,
Did we take it off?
but I think we took it off for something else.
I remember having it on the board for.
It's
like,
definitely going to be on a poll at some point
Okay.
because I'm pushing hard for it.
Gotcha.
Snowy asks, are you going to invest in a safe to keep your treasures safe? Talking about the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. memorabilia.
Well,
I mean, we're definitely going to invest in like sealed glass cases and stuff to display.
yeah. I mean, just keeping them in good condition is the most important thing.
keeping them out of direct sunlight.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
So we might get some some glass cases and stuff for them, but in terms of security, we're taking care of that too.
Yeah.
Does Rick have any theories about Lost so far? I mean, I spout
many.
them in every Lost reaction, so you can hear all my theories there.
Yes.
And I'm not afraid to spitball.
The best thing about the Lost Reaction Theories with Rick is that each episode he gets a new theory that almost invalidates his last theory. Almost. Like, all right, well, forget all that. This is what's happening. That's been my favorite thing. I have a text chain with Serge from the Normies, and we just talk. And I'm like, all right, this is what Rick said this day. He's like, oh, my God, that's amazing. I wish it was like that.
The full bullpen. With certain movies having gone straight to streaming because of COVID, would you prefer more movies doing that in a post-COVID future, or do you treasure the theater experience more? I hate the theater. Always have.
Yeah. I generally like
Would
the
love for it to
theater.
die.
It's a fun experience, but it was funner when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And you get out of the home, you know? You can go do something. It's with your friends. You go to the mall afterwards. You sit in the parking lot and talk. But I feel like I've literally made that my job, and it works better for my job to do that with streaming. So
Yeah.
I would prefer streaming. However, have you ever gone to a theater where you like have a dinner?
Yes.
That's awesome. We should hire a chef. Do that during reactions.
Ah. 12 Cat, is Rocket watching VR porn? It kind of looks like he is with that smile.
Yeah, he
And the
looks
way
like
he's, like-
the grandfather from Kashyyyk Village and
So,
the
the
special,
holiday special.
the holiday special.
The
Stop! What are you doing?
The Game Awards are going to be on December 10th, which is a Thursday. Are you guys going to be having an extra thick podcast that day?
What is it going to be?
The Video Game Awards?
Oh, video game awards. Okay.
Huh.
I definitely want to talk about them. I don't know if we'll be having an extra thick one or not, but it will probably consume the entirety of the podcast.
Yeah.
Would be my guess.
Probably.
It depends what time they air, though, too.
With the way you guys talk about video games that I've never played.
Yeah, I played quite a few of the big ones this year. I think we all have played most of the big ones. Or, I mean, between all of us, I feel like we've played most of the big ones.
Yeah.
Oh, I did want to expand a little bit more on the theater question.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was there's this really interesting article that I came across about editing trailers and movies as opposed to for theaters as opposed to watching on your phone. Like trailers these days are edited so that the best experience for them is actually on your phone, not necessarily in the theater.
Sure.
But movies are made to be watched in a theater, you know, not necessarily on your phone.
On your phone, yeah.
So if the trend goes through not having theater experiences and having streams, how many people are watching on their phone as opposed to just being on my television at home? It's more,
Yeah.
you know. So
It could
you
change
might,
films.
It might change film in that way too, which might not be for the best, or it's really good. I don't know.
Could be. Yeah, I saw when Apple was releasing its new iPhone, they were having filmmakers film vertically.
Yeah.
For some of the films too, which is a fun experiment. But I
Yeah.
don't know how many movies I would want to see that way.
Yeah, I can't imagine either. It's just that. Yeah, I mean, it's the same reason why I kind of balk at like The Hobbit trying to do 60 frames a second.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, yeah, but 24.976 is that's what a movie looks like. It's like, no, that's just what we've taught ourselves that we think it looks like.
Do you think in our lifetime VR movies will be a sizable market?
I think probably like VR theaters will be a thing to where
Like
you
a
can
4D
sit down in your
experience.
chair and be watching a movie in
Yeah.
front of you and look to your left and your right and you can see your friends sitting in their chairs at home next to you.
Oh, okay, I get what you mean. Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
like
think-
watching it like on PS4 Home or something.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Something like that I think is going to be more cuz I mean you can just watch movies now in VR. You know?
But I mean, like specifically designed for them.
Yeah, like a movie,
you
movie
mean like-
experience, but you have 360-degree vision.
Yeah.
I mean they are doing that now. I mean they're not like
What's the trend of that going to be? Is it going to go the way of the 3D
yeah,
glasses
3D.
movie, you know, that comes and goes every once in a while, or is that I don't know?
I mean, I think that's just the evolution of film.
Yeah.
You know?
The thing is like that changes the language of film so much because like how
Yeah.
do you?
Because you look in any
Your
direction.
you're
looking
How do you do
at the crew.
cinematography? Do you have moments of 360 degrees and then you limit it back down whenever it's time to tell the story? You know, I
Yeah,
don't know.
it'll probably be more in like the video game avenue.
Yeah.
Of like video games like Gone Home or something where it's like a playable story, but there's not like it. It's kind of like a step between a video game and an interactive movie, where like you're setting the pace and you're choosing what to look at and what to engage with, but you're not really affecting anything. So maybe that's the way that VR movies go instead of the more like traditional cinema stuff. Eric, which God of War combat did you like more, the old one or the new one?
New one.
Yeah.
God of War combat in the old one is fun, but it feels arcadey, you know?
Yeah.
This one felt like once you really get into it, I don't know, so much control, so intuitive, and so fun to feel that feedback from the controller. I don't know. It's great. New one without hesitation.
I would agree. Are you going to do a thermometer goal chart for the 1 million subscriptions and Calvin's beerless bet?
Thermometer goal. Oh, like the...
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Where it
I get
builds
what you
up
mean.
to...
Like we actually like show it the tracking of it.
Yeah. We could.
I mean
it would
I just
definitely be
feel like
something
we're
that would
setting
be-
ourselves up for failure because it's almost...
Yeah.
I don't know how possible that'll
if
be.
it somehow got close,
Yeah.
we might have that on every stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something.
That would be the thing. Like,
Because, I mean, we have 500,000 subscribers, yes.
we have
But
like
500,000 people
570,
don't watch
right?
all of our videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
10,000 watch this, 10,000 watch this, 50,000 watch this,
Well, and of those
2,000
watchers,
watch this.
Yeah, it's like not all of them are subscribed.
Exactly.
Yeah, only
So-
about, what is it, 40? or 35?
45% of people that watch Blind Wave are not subscribed.
Wait, it's less than half?
Yeah, it's less than half. It depends on the video. If it's a very popular video, it's less than half.
On average on the channel, though.
Oh, on average, it's about 50, honestly.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
If it's like, you know,
yeah.
a catch-up series like Lost, that's more likely people are subscribed watching that. But if it's The Mandalorian, we're catching way more people that are just searching for Mandalorian than they are like following along with us, you know?
Your arch nemesis are currently racked into one of my favorite shows of all time. Have any of you seen The Wire?
I have not seen The Wire.
I have not seen The
I
Wire.
have not seen it.
I don't believe Aaron has either.
All I know is she.
Yeah, I do know that. No, never seen The Wire. I believe we've had it on a poll once or twice,
We have?
I think.
It's
so
also been on the big poll.
the big
which
annual poll.
January is coming up. We'll probably have another big poll then.
Yeah,
So keep an eye out for that.
sure. But, you know, like we try to make an effort when we're choosing to do things / putting something on the poll. If another big, you know, if a big channel was also doing that, I might be less likely to do the same thing. You know, I don't want like just these waves of reactions like of the same stuff hitting, you know? So, I mean, yeah, if, you know, the normies doing The Wire, maybe it's something we can do like in a year from now or something, you know?
After they're done.
Yeah.
And those fans are still hungry.
Oh, they'll be hungry. It's been off the air for a while.
Oh, I know.
For Helsing Abridged, we haven't forgotten about Helsing Abridged.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of when's the best time to fit it in.
Yep.
Do you guys have a favorite Jeopardy episode? That's a tough one. I
Um,
have no idea.
I don't.
I couldn't.
Absolutely no idea.
No.
Although I.
I mean, it's when Ken Jennings was on his roll.
On his tear.
Yeah, which he is the front runner for replacing.
I
Alex
saw
Trebek.
that Sony was not announcing a replacement
Yeah.
next week. So
But it was
Might be
a
a little
episode with Ken Jennings, and the answer was, I think it was Final Jeopardy, maybe. No, it wasn't Final Jeopardy. It was Daily Double. It was something like that. But the answer was, what is a woman, like a loose woman of the night, that can also be called a garden tool? And Ken Jennings goes, a hoe. He's like, no. And the other person's like, a rake. Yes. It was so funny.
It's not untrue.
I know. That's the thing. He's right. Like, why are you booing? I'm right.
Why you booing me? I'm right. I really like the one where two of the contestants had like between like $20,000 and $35,000 on their thing, and one of them had 0. And they were changing segments of the show, and I was like, all right, we'll make sure and save those scores. Set everyone's to 0 now.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the contestants is like, hey, he's still got his score on there. And everybody was like, oh, my gosh, such a burn. I like that one.
There was a time when one or two of you guys at a time would wear suit jackets. I think there was a blue one and a salmon-colored one. What was the impetus behind that? I tried to get Formal Fridays going for a while.
Yeah, that was you. Aaron did it as well.
I did it a couple times.
Yeah.
I was more semi-formal. I didn't go. I don't think I did like full suit jacket. I think
Sure. I get you. I could see it. I could see it for like an event reaction. Like this is super important, but generally I like to be comfortable and like this is what I would wear when I hang out with my friends. So this is what I wear at work.
Yeah, we do the opposite of what other
I know
businesses
exactly.
do. It's like they're formal Monday through Thursday, and
then they have casual Friday.
We dress however the fuck we want for the week, and then we have
I know
suit and tie.
We really need to invest in some nice suits and start wearing them for Lucifer.
Yeah.
Previously on Lucifer.
Yeah. If Aramaic were in here.
Mm-hmm.
Cody asks, best holiday meat. His would be ham.
A Christmas ham is pretty great.
Might be my favorite as well.
There's nothing like a good
meat.
thick ham.
Mm-hmm. Honey ham.
Honey ham.
Is Valentine's Day a holiday?
Spongy, huh?
What meat would you have for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, what is it?
Sausage?
Come on, guys. It's a joke.
I mean, Christmas ham, Thanksgiving turkey. What else is there? Easter eggs?
Duck.
I mean, there's like New Year's sauerkraut. That's not
There's
a meat.
definitely duck.
I've never fucking heard of New Year's sauerkraut. You have chips, you have dip.
Cookie meat.
Like, there's nothing you celebrate by having chicken, is there? I don't think.
I mean, wings.
Yeah.
Like wings are good
games.
for like a football game. It's not really a holiday.
True. I mean, the Super Bowl was
like
basically
Super Bowl.
a holiday.
Yeah. I was going to say, Super Bowl is basically
like pizza
just...
and wings is good for a Super Bowl. Chips and dip. It's pretty much the same for like, I think of that like, party food for New Year's Eve, for the Super Bowl. Stuff
Yeah,
like
but
that.
it's wings, beer, sports.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I can only think of. I mean, it's a holiday when I bring home one of those rotisserie chickens. I'll tell you that.
True.
What about, like mincemeat pies?
I mean, I love like one, but I don't associate it with a holiday or anything. Though I will say, like a crawfish broil is really great. Crawfish, corn on the cob, just fucking on a table. That feels like a holiday.
Yeah.
We should assign that to something. That's our new Easter.
All right, I'm going to get to bits and donations here.
Okay.
Aaron's not here, so there are no exercises.
Oh.
Woohoo!
All right. Although I'm sure there's going to be plenty after this hint that's coming this weekend.
No, probably.
All right, let's see what we got here. We got Franklin Lowe, who gifted a sub to start things off. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Franklin.
Brendan Telford resubscribed for 5 months. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, 5 months.
Cine Croissant, 21 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Tori, 220 bits. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you as well. Hilding, 100 bits. Weekly Loving.
Thank you, Hilding.
Calder Robin, 17 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Brendan Telford gifted a sub. Thank you. Brother Tone resubscribed at Tier 3 for 41 months.
Whoa.
Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're doing well as well, Tone.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
Tone.
Tone. It's insane.
Captain Florida.
He's not in Florida.
Give it to us.
Oh. Gotcha. I just blanked.
Eddie the Head resubscribed for 14 months. Thank you for the Fate surprise. Thank you. And thank you for your patience for sticking with us while the website buckled.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank
I
you.
definitely did. If the website ever buckled, we never would have stuck around for the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. auction.
You're right. It is all my fault.
It's pretty much your fault.
Ultimately, it is all my fault.
Yep.
C Double resubscribed for 10 months. If I saved the money spent on these 10 months, I could buy a mansion with a blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget the mansion. Huggo resubscribed for 3 months. Best reaction channel.
Oh, thank you, Huggo.
Thank you. Garrick Loran, 39 months.
Thank you, Gary Loran.
Thank you, Garrick Loran.
Thank you very much. Dip, tier 2, 34 months. 2 months away from 3 years. It's been absolutely fantastic. Love you guys, and thanks for all the awesome content.
Potato chip. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dip.
And then also 100 bits from Dip as well. My favorite thing of the week/year is that I am an uncle.
Oh.
My brother's girlfriend gave birth to a beautiful baby girl on Wednesday. Her name is... Uh-oh. I'm going to get this wrong. I'm going to feel real bad about it.
Okay.
It's Renaya.
Renea?
Renaya.
It's like you don't know what.
Renaya, my lord.
Just sad that I can't visit them because they live in London and I live in India currently. Damn you, COVID.
Yep.
Very sad to hear that you can't visit them, but very happy to hear that you are an uncle.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Be the uncle
Congratulations.
that always gets Nerf guns. That's the best uncle.
Nerf guns, water guns, cap guns.
Yep.
We are all uncles, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Star Killer, resubscribed for 21 months. I hope you guys are all doing well during this time. Do you have any update on the Star Wars podcast? Really want Eric and Aaron to be able to discuss Mandalorian without fearing spoiling Rick and Calvin.
That's going to happen. What we can do if we really feel like, shit, motherfucker, you guys gotta leave. We gotta talk. We will literally kick them out at the end of the video and then talk.
I mean,
spoilers.
last episode there was a period where Rick and I plugged our ears for a couple minutes where
That's
you guys
true.
talked.
Yeah.
So there's precedent.
Yeah, I've got the technique. I do the earplug, but also the wiggle.
Wiggle.
You got to do the wiggle,
Yeah.
otherwise, if it's a solid tone, you can hear shit through it. But
Exactly.
if it's that, then it's more of a distortion, and you can't hear shit.
Yep.
I definitely do that too.
Man,
You
when I was
gotta do
bored
plug
in
and wiggle.
school, I used to kind of do that. Like I'd be like this and just do that, and make my teacher make it sound like she's like not speaking English. So, and then I get an F.
Teacher had the last laugh.
Yep. And all I gotta do it with one. I don't have to like time it. You know?
Yeah.
Captain Texas cheered 100 bits. It's now time for Rick and Calvin to watch S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, and we would
S.H.I.E.L.D.'s
have
a good show.
great props for
No.
the table, Eric.
It's
Great
our show.
Cody L with 500 bits. Having a great week. Had a gigabit broadband installed yesterday. Watched Eric beat God of War, and my PS5 was literally just delivered.
Ooh, wow.
When the S.H.I.E.L.D. items arrive, you guys should start a rewatch with Calvin and Rick.
That's a great week.
Yeah,
That's a solid week.
that's a good week.
Zeno. I'm just going to go with Zeno. Subscribe for the first time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Zeno.
Dip, 50 bits. I am so pumped. of me. I hope they bring... Oh, I'm so pumped of Mass Effect.
Yeah.
I hope they bring back the co-op from Mass
Dip
Effect
is just
3.
like me, baby.
I met
Dip.
so many of my close friends through that game.
Yeah. Garrus.
Nexus has resubscribed for 9 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brendan, 11 months. Happy 11 months. Finally watched Firefly this month for the first time, along with full length. I've never felt so excited and devastated about a series in such a short span of time. It was completely worth it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Another good prop to have, too, would be Jane's hat.
Yeah.
Like his actual hat. We have a
We have a
Yeah.
recreation
but
of it.
his specific hat. That would be cool.
but the one that
Or his gun.
or his gun.
Baldwin actually wore.
Yeah.
Vera? That'd be great.
G. Paul has resubscribed for 15 months. Got so close to Whiplash. I'm so sad. I wouldn't know what it feels like to get close to watching what you love from a poll and having to be disappointed.
He has no idea what that's like.
Yep.
Motherfucker, I want to watch Hamilton.
Good as gold. Resubscribe for 7 months. Hey guys, I've decided to watch Lost week to week along with you guys and just realized how long it's going to take.
It can take a while.
Well, I'm along for the ride now. Thank you for all the work that you do.
Oh, you're having
You know,
a
you
good
guys are talking about like
Thank you.
time.
the shows that almost win polls and shit like that. I just feel like that one kid from that meme format is like, your shows get on polls?
Yeah, right.
I've been begging for Stargate
Stargate
for years.
I don't know if we ever put it on a poll.
We've had one poll where we all, before we split them out between animation and live action, where we all picked our favorites.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was on that one.
Okay, I think you're right.
I can't even remember what won that one. It might have been Black Sails.
I can remember what got dead last, though. Stargate. No, I'm kidding, Cal. I can't remember.
It was either
might
Stargate
have.
or Battlestar.
Yeah.
All right.
It would just be so good. You guys,
I love the movie
it's
and the pinball machine. If we get the pinball machine, then we'll react to it. How about that?
That makes sense.
The Burnmeister resubscribed for 7 months at tier 2. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
thank you, Burnmeister.
Diggus Bickus resubscribed for 22 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
CD Briggs resubscribed for 39 months. Damn, I'm old now.
Dang, CD Bricks.
I'm sorry that you're old.
You're old.
I mean,
Ash Watt resubscribed for 4 months. 4 months, yay!
yay.
Thank you.
Sebastian Singing subscribed for the first time.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'm Calvin not singing.
JV Thatch resubscribed for 12 months. What if you move the camera around like how the volume works? This is about VR movies.
Oh, okay. Like how you move the camera around, like how the volume works.
So like the volume's the
I know how the
Mandalorian thing, right?
volume works, but how does that relate to VR?
Well, so like imagine that the volume is filming 360 degrees
Yeah.
and like everywhere, and like you put on the VR helmet and you can like walk around, and depending on where you walk, that's the camera that you're seeing, what's being filmed for that particular scene. Because I remember for some like DVDs and stuff, they would have special features where like you could change like cameras
Sure.
for the scene.
Yeah.
So just like a broader version of that.
I guess I get that, but I also think that composition and editing still kind of like falls apart.
Yeah, well, you definitely wouldn't want to do it on your first experience.
Yeah.
But it could be a fun like behind the scenes.
That
thing.
could be cool. Like watch the movie first, now watch all this stuff. That you know what? I really like the idea. Like if I went into Star Wars and we were doing the cantina scene,
Yeah.
and you see all these angles and all that stuff, and I got the experience. Now go walk around in that scene. That's pretty cool.
All right, and the last one I have here is another name that I'm not going to be able to pronounce. Raphael HRI subscribed for the first time. Going to go with that, and thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I have to go.
All right, go ahead. Let me double check. We don't have any exercises. We don't. You can go. Thank you guys for joining us for this edition of the Blonde Wave Podcast live every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be live tomorrow, Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing a video game.
Yes, we are. I also want to plug that on Sunday night. Aaron and I are going to be on TFC, the Film Cave Nights channel for a trivia night, which it is going to be a bunch of reactors and YouTube creators going into it on a head-to-head Civil War 2-team trivia. Aaron and I are on opposite teams. They did a draft last night.
Really?
So Aaron and I are on opposite teams.
Ooh.
And it's like trivia for the MCU, for DC movies, soundtracks, I think the Arrowverse maybe. So stuff like that. So that's going to be 9 p.m. At TFC's YouTube channel, Sunday night, Eastern Standard Time. We'll have information up on our Twitter and stuff for that too. So you don't want to miss it because Aaron and I will be going head to head. Probably, I don't know. Maybe they'll do that for us. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Be sure to check that out and come back tomorrow at 3 p.m. See you then.
Bye-bye.